Hello and Happy New Year, gentlemen.
Huzzah!
Happy New Year.
Huzzah! For
Happy New Year,
2025. Well, first up, it's great. Matt, please don't apologise, mate. We're getting a meeting together later to decide your fate. But we'll welcome back to Australia, Mr. James. He's looking trim, taut and terrific. And it's good to have you back, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
What, you've been away?
Wow. Why were
Yeah.
those late night
He's been
calls,
playing
Paul?
with Yankee.
That's the effect I have on people.
James? I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not going to say how many times he called me, but Paul's going, where's James? Where's he come back?
Oh,
But
look,
no,
he's
he won't
only
admit that
human.
on live. No.
No, I don't think so.
And welcome back, Wombat, Jeffro, Bilge. There are apologies from Matt again. Not sure what Chunky's doing. Hope he's okay, but I'm guessing he's out and about. And the boys in the US,
Sleeping.
Jimmy thought it wasn't on, but I did email him saying yes, it was. And MTG's in.
Guy. Hello.
Gilly,
Gilly.
the young Gilly, has resurfaced in 2025.
Must be on the other channel.
Yeah, so well, it's going to start. Besides, Happy New Year to everybody. We've lost. Who did we just lose? There, James again.
Bill,
No, James is still there.
Bilge.
Bilge is gone. We're going to start with Wombat. How was your Christmas and New Year, young man?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Just what was it? Christmas Day with family, brother-in-law. It's a full-on meal there that he prepared. Boxing Day was lunch with the family at a local pub, so no one had to bother cooking or anything like that. Got a few prezzies. Yeah.
Oh, well, hang on.
Not too
No, you can't just stop there. What did you get? Show
Yeah,
us.
hang on. I was about to say. I was about to show. Hang on. I've got to find where I put stuff. Okay. It's Lego, Jace. I know how much you love that.
Jesus.
But that's all I got. So I got the Aston Martin Formula One and the Aston Martin pace car, safety car.
cool.
And
I know what was on the box. Ages 3 and up.
yeah, so it was just in my range. And the big one that I got was
Oh,
Batmobile.
Lego
Hey,
Batmobile.
that's cool.
cool.
That's awesome.
It is now. Just got to find somewhere to put the bloody thing.
Hey,
It
would
is here.
Jason accept it more if we glued our Lego kits together?
Oh, geez, don't go there. Don't go
I
there.
know that's a big thing, isn't it?
And
Anybody look at this place?
Then it stops being Lego if you glue it.
That's the part.
Oh,
Chair
there's
just
a
went.
chair.
And the other thing I got, if anybody saw on socials, my daughter decided to get me some stickers.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Hey, isn't
So
there another one?
if
that goes
anybody
with
wants
that?
any, just drop me a note and I'll get some sent off to you. I've already got a few requests. So,
Well,
Wasn't
you know
there
this
another
one this
style
way.
that went with that?
hey,
Wasn't there another style that went with that? Your other hobby?
Yeah.
yeah, so that was my modelling and then for my photography.
Yep.
And what about your OnlyFans page? The
Yeah.
Wombat in the Burrow. What's the Wombat
That-
Tunnel?
That one's scary.
Oh, he did well, mate. Did very well. I mean, I'd have a chat to him about Lego, maybe models next year.
Look, at the moment, as you've probably seen, I've purchased a fair few things this year, so I'm kind of right at the moment.
You mean last year?
That was last year.
Last year, sorry, yeah. You're
It's
right.
a whole new year.
So there's still
360
start over.
days left.
And then apart from that, just been doing some home maintenance, trying to fix a fence and a gate, but didn't do any work on it today.
That,
It's too
folks, if
fucking-
you go on the social media, I think it was Instagram or Facebook, I saw it. The man's got plans for everything.
Mm.
Like literally plans for everything. Do you take what? Do you have a schematic on when you take a shit? Like the angle of the drop. I've never seen anybody so organised like you. Like you're brilliant, mate.
Hey, with the gate and the fence, if I don't get it right, it's going to be useless. I've got to get the cut, measure it once. Oh, no, measure twice, cut once. That's how it works.
Ask my boys. It's this big. That's it.
Yeah.
Why don't it fit? Because it's this big. Yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't quite finished that off because it's just been too hot today. It's like 37 degrees, I think.
That's why you build it out of steel.
It's good to be home.
It's been up for 20 odd years though, Paul. So it's only now that it's just gone.
Yeah.
So
25 years is a wooden fence's life.
yeah, so it's this is just a temporary repair because it'll probably have to all be redone within the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Very good.
It needs to be. It needs to be done after a storm, right?
The insurance.
Yeah.
Well, the gate half fell down in the last massive winds we had down here in Victoria, but that was a while back. That's what's pushed me to actually get it done. So,
Or that unregistered stolen car that hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck proving that one.
Well, look out.
Oh my
That looks
God.
like a Mark 8 Spitfire.
Yep,
It looks great.
that's where I'm at with it. It's a grey nurse,
Is that
not
the
a... Pardon? That's the Airfix one.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Hang on,
On
got upset
Xperia
Scott.
has joined the chat.
That's the
Oh,
one I'm happy with
God.
that.
oh, that's
That was just-
awesome.
That was just for Scott. Because we got our kits the same day.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, hey, I have to
Beautiful.
say, you'd be very lucky getting that coin because I heard that they weren't handing them out to overseas customers.
Yes, I'd heard that as well, and there's only 250 of them.
So,
I thought there was a
well done.
500 run, but obviously they halved it.
Hang on, let's see if that'll show up. Focus on the number.
Yeah, because
Take it out.
I think it's on the link. It says one of 200 and one of 500. On the
Yeah,
desktop.
but I think they started with the Lank like halfway through the production, though, didn't they? So they probably had some left over, or there's still some out there.
I've got it here somewhere. Yeah,
Come on, focus.
can't really focus, mate. It's not working. Yep, still not working. It's a beautiful thing anyway, mate.
Yeah, shit. Dropped it on the wing.
Part of the kit. So, hey, Terry, mate, tell us about your
Mr.
Christmas
Turtle.
year.
My Christmas was spent. We started Christmas Eve at 3 o'clock building the swing set for the grandkids.
Yep.
And amazingly, as of today, it's still standing. Hang on. Where's the
Well
picture?
done. Was there any alcohol involved?
Lots.
So have you stopped the kids drinking yet or what?
Yeah, we stopped them drinking and sliding.
That's a dangerous mixture, that.
That's useless, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it was one of those wooden ones with the slippery dip and the cubby house and the swings.
Oh, brilliant.
Nice.
Only took us 5 hours
That's
all
well
right.
done.
and a 10-pack of bourbon.
Per person?
No, we paced
okay.
ourselves.
Yeah, 2 every 5 hours?
Well, it was
Every hour?
probably a bit more than that. Probably would have taken us an hour and a half to put it together.
That's all right.
And the extra 2.5. The extra 2.5 was drinking. 3.5 was drinking.
Oh, breaks, tobacco.
Yeah.
Couldn't rush it. We had to get it right.
Wish Bilge was here. He would have been able to, you know. Oh, one thing we got Jeffro. He can advise you in the ways of council workers.
Well,
Oh God, yes.
how
As
do
long
you
as you
have
wear,
trouble?
as long as you wear PPE and do whatever you want.
PPE. Yeah, I had the good thongs on.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a spirit.
that's
That's all
it.
you want.
Chinese safety boots.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, on Paul's side, the PPE stands for pissed people everywhere.
Yep. What? That's traditional.
So, mate, that split's looking good. So, New Year's, what happened? Christmas?
Not much. Well, not much. We took us a week to finish off the leftover food, which was good. And it's been quiet ever since.
Very good. So, New Year's Eve wasn't a rave party for you?
No. I think I was in bed by 10.
Wow, late one. You
Yep.
animal.
It's only because
No
the
building.
bourbon ran out.
Hang on, we got exit that. Exit solo that. So we've had welcome back, mate. You right?
Kids are bloody downloading, so I got bumped off.
Ah, priorities.
Right. Well, we'll welcome back to
I'm
Australia.
Charlie. I get the last signal. Back to Paul.
No, we don't.
Come back here.
Oh, Cola's up crooked. That's all good.
So James, do tell us
Yeah.
briefly about your Christmas and New Year's.
Christmas was cold.
Huh.
New Year's, I was in bed by 8:30. Christmas was great. We had a white Christmas over in New York. Yeah, it was awesome. Did come back with a bit of a cold though, but it's just about gone. So that's that's now a week. Great experience. Tiring because we're always on the go for the 2 weeks. There was a few days Tim and I racked up over 20 kilometers during the day, walking around New York. The USS Intrepid Museum, tell you what, if he's ever in New York, go check it out. One thing I didn't realize, even looking on their webpage, was we got to see the Discovery
Shuttle.
shuttle. Yes, that's housed in a big building on the wharf beside the. It's on a building on the flight deck of the Intrepid. The Concorde's on the wharf. So that was awesome, having all those different facets of aviation history and milestones. In that one very short area. It was awesome. So even the other dad that came with Tim and I, he enjoyed it. So, which was good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what did you get for Christmas?
I got a steak dinner and dessert. I got a SodaStream device. So now I can reduce my canned soft drink intake and hopefully just drink more homemade soda water instead of flavored and seasoned soft drinks, hopefully.
Way to reduce that sugar intake.
That's part of the goal, yes.
Still doesn't contain coffee, so
No. Oh, hey, do not go to the US for coffee. It is shit. I won't say the other word. But I'll tell you, Starbucks. Don't bother. Starbucks isn't even the standard.
That's why they went broke out here.
Oh,
I had
No
Starbucks.
you sound very affected by that.
It's
Well,
not just
yeah, because
Starbucks, it's everywhere over there. Every eatery you go to over there, they're all the same. They can't make coffee for shit.
yeah.
You can make it, Jet Bro.
Lucky for you.
Yeah, it's in Disneyland. We had Starbucks coffee. Well, there was one canteen that had Starbucks branded coffee. So obviously that was the canteen cafe that was chock-a-block full of people. Otherwise, you had the option of drip coffee. And just like the people serving it, it was a drip. Mickey Mouse in Disneyland, we went into his house. He was not very welcoming. We weren't allowed to touch him, weren't allowed to hold him for the photo. We had to keep our distance. So he was rude.
Hands off the mouse.
Oh, we're allowed to hold Minnie Mouse. I've got a photo of Tim with Minnie Mouse sitting on his lap.
Okay.
We had breakfast with Goofy. That was pretty cool. The girls and all their dances that they did in public went off awesome. Times Square. I don't know how someone doesn't die at every pedestrian crossing, because no one follows red light, or no one stops at red lights, and no one stops
Well, you got
at
to
red
be
light.
careful because you're looking at cars coming the other way. If you look at cars coming from where you think they're coming from in Australia, they're coming the other way in the US.
No,
So you got to
this
watch
is
which
even-
way they're coming from.
This is even at one-way streets. They don't care. They don't stop. Even traffic lights that have coppers enforcing it, they still don't stop. I think it was Christmas Day, or Christmas Eve. One of them, an Australian mother and her child got hit by a taxi in front of Macy's.
Yeah, I've seen that.
The taxi driver had a heart attack, but
We'll let him off.
Yeah, but when we got it, we got on our bus to get to the airport in New York, and we couldn't go anywhere because two truck drivers, semis, turned off the truck and got out because no one had opened a gate for them to offload stuff for New Year's. So they just shut down and waited, just blocked the road. They didn't care.
Okay. Good to be home, mate.
Yeah. Oh,
Welcome
hey,
back to the lucky country.
traffic here. I can never whinge about traffic here now. Well, I
You've been
can.
spoiled.
Hey, but Gladstone, you can't whinge about traffic.
There's traffic.
have
here for
traffic up
no
there?
reason.
We do. I've had 5 cars today.
Ooh,
At the Macca's drive-through, maybe.
No,
But
I
no,
think it was
great trip. Great trip.
awesome, mate.
I've
And
only seen 2 cars today, and that's both my kids.
what's that, buddy?
I've only seen 2 cars today, and that was both my kids going out and then coming back home again.
Oh, dear.
Well, we're going to go to you.
Where the fuck is that noise coming from, Ben?
Who? Me? Oh, God damn it. Fucking ugly.
So, how did you go Christmas, and what did you do Christmas and New Year?
Well, Christmas, I've got the one thing I really, really wanted for Christmas, and that was to watch my granddaughter open her presents. And yeah, just the look of total excitement and just, yeah, no, it was totally worth it.
great pick, by the way, Bilge.
Yeah, it was. That's priceless, that one. My daughter, my kids got me some chockies, and my daughter got me a sippy cup. Come on, you get your 5 seconds.
Well, they know how
And,
old you're getting.
Oh, it's a good sippy cup, man. It's a good one. But besides that, New Year's, saw it in here, and then 3 hours later said Happy New Year to Rudolin in the Philippines. Crashed out for a couple hours, got up, hung out with Ice Queen for their New Year's, chilled for the rest of the morning, then hung out with the US boys for their New Year's. So, yeah. All right, see, I miss you.
Ah, the man, the
That's
wife of a
about it.
single
Besides
man.
that, I've only had public holidays off, and I've been at work.
There he is.
Very good.
Oh, here we go. Chunky.
Here he is, the man who can't tell time. But anyway,
I could tell time I was at home. I thought it was next week.
Lost in memo.
I didn't think it was today. So I've been
See, it
out
wasn't
and
just me.
about. No,
It
I
was,
positive it was. I positive it was next week. So
all right, we're going to go. Since you're late, young man, to young Jeffro. And I'd like to
Oh shit! Yes, darling.
everybody have a huzzah because it is Jane McGrath Day. Australia did win the Test match and the series, so I'm pretty sure that's
Who?
why he's wearing it.
Australia, that funny place that plays cricket.
Okay.
Okay, so just a
what
heads
do you
up,
wanna
Jeffro. So
Yeah.
on the third day of the Sydney Test every year, everybody, the whole SCG turns pink.
Oh, it's Pink Day. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's Jane McGrath Day, the Sydney Test
Okay.
third day,
Okay.
and
All right.
it's great you're wearing
Well, it's
pink
not
today.
bloody pink. It's just bad lighting.
Oh, it
It's
looks
just
very
faded
pink.
and it's bad
Everybody else
lighting.
pink?
It's not pink.
No, it's pink. That's pink.
It's not. It's not.
That's pink.
It's not. It's not.
Looks salmon to me.
It's not fire tracking pink.
Hands up, everybody! Hands up, pink.
Pink, 100%.
How can you
Hands
tell?
up. Yeah, you can just. Hey, it looks nothing like his normal wardrobe of purple, but. So, what was Christmas
Oh,
like?
just
and New
don't
Year's
listen to them,
for you?
Kath. They're all bullshitting.
Oh, the missus is out.
So, what
Anyway.
was Christmas, New Year
No.
like for you, big fella?
Oh, it was about as exciting as it could be, just for two people. We got up early and we had champagne cocktails, and we had.
Oh,
I just drank beer all day and just had all the usual stuff. When you live with a vegan, you don't get to eat the same things. And so basically, Kath had her stuff and I had my stuff, and so I had like a big thing with ham and turkey and prawns and all shit like that, and she had all her stuff, and so we had food from one end of the fridge to the other, and it was fine. It was a nice day. We had good. It was pretty quiet because we didn't get crazy until a couple of days later when Kath's daughter and 4 kids turned up. And when you're not really used to kids, it tends to be a bit of a culture shock. So we had one 15-year-old and 3 kids under 8. And they were here for about a week, and now we've still got the 15-year-old.
what
And
they
you're
forget
still
of-
there at home?
Sorry?
And you're still there at home? It's normally the
He
easiest.
froze it.
Well, he slept until about 10:30, and then he's been on the computer playing a game all day, and now I don't know where the hell he is. I don't know. So we
Normal 15-year-old.
don't see him much.
Yep.
Pretty much. And when you're not used
Have
to
you ever
15-year-olds, it
seen
tends to freak you out when they do that.
Have you
No,
shown
sunlight,
him
what's that?
sunlight? Yeah.
Well, strangely, he actually likes to go and play golf with me. When I play golf, he goes, but he only plays about one hole, and then he pushes my cart around. So that's his exercise, and the rest of the time he does computer stuff. But anyway, so he's here for about another week, and other than that, New Year's Eve was stupidly boring. We just went out for tea and went to sleep about 10 o'clock. Woke up the next day, and that was the next year, and here we are. That's fine.
What'd you
A
get
week
for
later.
Christmas?
I got a bottle of pirate juice. I didn't get anything modelling oriented, but that's all right. Got some clothes, got some seat covers, old bloke stuff.
Right.
It was fine. It was good. No complaints at all.
And you got a new pink shirt. Tie-dyed.
No, it's old. It's really old. Stupidly old. I've had this for years. I got this picked it up in Kathmandu when I'm in the city, not the shop. So, and it's not fucking pink.
Looks it.
Everybody is
Bad
putting
lighting.
pink in the comments. People have eyes. Everybody's looking at a pink shirt.
Guys, can you bring
Almost.
something out that's pink?
Oh, that could go horribly
Can you
wrong.
bring something out that's
Hey,
pink?
hey, Jeffro, don't ask that.
Oh, yeah. Silly me.
Whoops.
Oh,
That's what you
no.
call a faux pas.
A Freudian slip.
Never mind.
Put your pink away.
Jason.
Junk.
Hello.
Mate, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. What happened for you over that period?
Not a great deal. Not a great deal. Had Christmas, come home. Then never did a lot. I was a bit crook leading up until New Year's, so I was meant to go away, didn't really do anything. Sat at home and
Yes.
didn't do a great deal, and drove down watched the fireworks, didn't even have a drink. First time in a long time, New Year's Eve, I didn't drink anything. And I think that was about it. I was in bed about 1. I saw it, and that's about it. Not really much to report apart from lucky I didn't go away, and then realised about half an hour ago that the show was on. I've got this week off as well.
I
I've got this week off as well.
Episodes,
I was meant to go away fishing. Yeah, no, I'm in that mood there. I'm just not giving a shit about anything at the moment. So
we give a shit about you.
yeah, no, I understand that, but I'm in full holiday mode. Like I'm just
So what do you get for Christmas?
don't really get much. I get mainly gift vouchers and stuff like that. That's all I get. So a few gift vouchers here and there, and BCF, normal BCF and paintings and bits and pieces like that. But yeah, not much. I bought myself a new thicknesser and a big dust extractor. Cost me about $2.5 grand. So I got that. I got that
That's a lot of
Christmas
dust.
Eve. Picked it up Christmas Eve, so I bought that for myself, I suppose. So plus, I
Happy
didn't really buy any bits and pieces. I bought a little ultrasonic bloody washer thing from Target. They were Kmart. They were $20. So I just do an airbrush every now and again. So that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be pretty
Lots
boring.
of excitement, mate. Lots of excitement.
Next week will be better. I'll be going fishing most of the week. So
Too much fun. Okay, Jeffro, your hat. And your shirt.
Oi, get a lot of me bloody pink hat, eh? Bloody
Look, what
pink.
your
Shirt.
pink, your hat's
Bloody
pink.
red.
same
Red.
as your
Now
shirt.
it's red.
Same as your shirt.
It's the same as
Get a
your
load of my
shirt.
pink hat. That's a
Same as
bloody
your shirt.
Your pink shirt's
Bloody
just a bit more
colourblind.
faded.
Yeah, your shirts are faded pink from your hat.
Yeah.
The man in Kathmandu said it was bloody red.
Yeah.
He lied.
Yeah, well, he was full of shit.
Bitterly disappointed.
Right. Well, it's good to be back, boys. Got my new shirt on. We got my new gold
Oh,
shirt.
fucking pink.
Yeah. Go to Specsavers, you blind bastard.
Did you get Dora the railgun?
You get nothing to
Oh, he got that
see.
months ago, didn't he?
Nothing to see there. But yeah, anyway, let's
Bastard.
get back. Christmas was awesome here. I didn't have to do shit. It was amazing. Didn't have to clean. Didn't have to cook. Had to eat.
You have to put Christmas lights away.
Still hasn't done that.
Huge Jeffro. It's 2025. But anyway, the house has already been Christmased out, so it's everything's back in the boxes under the stairs. So yeah, Christmas Day, awesome. Grandkids, watching them do all their things. Brilliant. Boxing Day, watched every day of the test match without any things interrupting it.
Apart
So
from the rain.
I must have did
Yeah.
that as well, I must say.
that's what replays are for. That's great. Then New Year's Eve, we had 2 grandkids here. The 1-year-old granddaughter, the 8-year-old grandson, and I think we just stayed up because she was not going to sleep, so that was about it. We went to bed about 1 o'clock, but we weren't drinking or anything like that. There was nothing happening. So that was good. But I think the excitement was that the Sydney Test match was only 2 days after New Year's Eve, so I was pretty happy about that. Model-wise, I've got that door there. But for Christmas, I got a dozen golf balls. I spoiled Mrs. Outlaw. She's got tickets to go and see Luke Combs in Brisbane. So that was important that she get to see a man of her dreams kind of thing, like a favourite country artist and favourite artist. So that was good. I got a Calliope club shirt, my golf club shirt, another one from my daughter and her boyfriend. And for Mrs. Outlaw, anytime I want, we've got looking at going up to Yeppoon, and I get 3 days of golf up there if I want, so that'd be great. We've got Shannon going back in the hospital on the 15th of this month. So, yeah, that's going to be, we'll just
all the best with that.
What's that?
All the best with that.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, he's been off the last few days, so not eating much and not holding down much. So,
did you manage to lock the freezers and the cupboards?
Yes, yeah, we did. Although this morning, I think it was about 1:30, we heard this noise, and Bub was up in a panic and ran downstairs because she forgot to take the bread off the bench, and we had to lock that back up in the freezer. But other than that, yeah, he's all good there. Looking forward to this year greatly. Big news happening overseas for Outlaw. I'll share that all with you when it's morning, Dominic. And Happy New Year. It is being cemented in, and it's locked in on the east coast of the USA. But yeah, so that's fantastic. I mean, even on Christmas Eve, this man paid a deposit straight away without anything, like not even putting in an order. He said, "Is this okay?" And I went, "Yep, okay." So putting that together, open back up in 2 days' time. Although anybody that's been to the website can see that it says closed until the 7th. Can't read that because there's about 25, nearly 30 orders just sitting there, excluding what's got to go overseas. Moss has put in another order for about 350, 400 bottles to go over there to the UK. So it's going to be a very busy start to 2025. We won't talk about yesterday's golf game because that did not even exist. You wouldn't call it golf. The only positive was when we got there in the morning and I'd booked the cart on Thursday and goes in the book. But I'd rang up and we get there and we tee up at 6:30 in the morning. I was grabbing the cart. They said, no, they're all booked out. I said, oh, well, I booked one. Oh, no, they must have forgot to put your name in the book. You'll have to walk. And no. So I decided, well, I'll do it again. And we got down to the first tee. We were waiting, and this guy had his playing partners had 3 trolleys. He says, oh, if you guys want my cart, I'll just take one of your trolleys. I went, I couldn't be in his cart quick enough. I was even helping him with his bag off. Yep. So that was good. That was the highlight of the day, getting the golf cart. The rest of the game was I shot my highest round that I've ever shot in the history of me playing golf. So it was above 100. It was crap, but great day had by all. Am I looking forward to some modelling this year? Well, January is going to be out, definitely. Do not have the time to do it. Will not. Probably be at least minimum 6 weeks before I hit the bench again. unless we do more bench work over the next few episodes, and that'll be, I can use that as my modelling time to do that as well. So, yeah, that board, I've got to get onto that, and don't say the build is probably going to tank, and Wombat's talking Aslav, and
Aslav's a good build. It's a good build, the Aslav.
yeah, thanks, Chunk, and Happy New Year to you.
And the 2 Spitfires you've got.
Fuck's sake. Anyway, guys. Yeah. Other than that, just buddy, looking forward to this year with great, happiness. Really, I'm hoping to get set up Jetpro this year again, or he can get his ass up here.
I'll restock the coffee supply.
Yep, looking forward to James getting his ass up here with Tim again for BMX.
We'll be doing that.
So there's nothing not to look forward to. We're very lucky, all of us, to be surrounded.
Well, hopefully
by
your
people
son
who
gets
give a
sorted out.
Yeah.
That's one of
Hopefully your son gets sorted out more than anything.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, but we'll take that day by day and build. You can type well when you don't drink.
What makes you think he's not drinking? I did hear a cork pop out of the bottle.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's not hot where you are at the moment, mate. Wombat.
Why?
Fan's not on.
It would be. It would have been 37.
It's actually cooled down now. It's,
Okay.
where are we? It's only 30 degrees now.
And they call it a heat wave.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
It's supposed to be
not
like
getting
21 tomorrow.
It's not getting over 45. It's not a heat wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing there, James?
Try not to glue my fingers. I stabbed him earlier. Well, I stabbed that finger earlier. Can't you see? Yeah, that one.
That one, isn't it?
And I actually inserted the knife again just to make sure that was what I felt the first time. So yeah.
And what are you building?
A combi. I started this a while ago, and I lost the rubber tires to it. And before I thought, why not keep going on the body and underneath until I managed to 3D print new tires.
Very good.
So that's what I'm doing.
Minus 41 in Canada. Is that Fahrenheit or centigrade there, Gilly?
No, it will be degrees.
-41 degrees, minus 41 Fahrenheit or Celsius?
That'll be Fahrenheit.
I think
It was
I got a
minus
mate
41
lives in
degrees
I got a mate lives in Winnipeg, and it was 30 Celsius the other day, minus. Degrees.
Oh
They're the
my
same
Yeah,
God.
41 degrees what? Degrees
Degrees.
Celsius, degrees Fahrenheit.
Celsius. Degrees Celsius. It will be, I think. My mate, he's off work for 3 months. He does construction, earth moving. They're off for 4 months now because they can't work because the ground freezes. So,
That's crazy.
and it was 30. What was he? It was 31 degrees Celsius minus 31 degrees. It was crazy. Don't know how they do it.
Hey, Harry, Happy New Year, buddy. Well, that's looking pretty darn good there, James.
Yeah. So the
Where's the mattress go?
in there with
Fair
the
enough.
barn door. So it's ivory. And
Oh, it should be Telecom Orange.
New South Wales Rail Wagon Grey, and that's one of the leather blues.
The blue teal leather.
Yeah, blue teal. That's
Yeah.
the one.
Yep. And yeah. So,
I have a question for Onyx Ferrero, Jason.
28 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whew.
Is that hot or cold? That's cold.
Bloody cold.
It's a winter's day in Sydney.
I know that Harry is about to have a Arctic cold snap.
It's a normal day.
Yeah. I mean, we crap on about how they whinge a lot, but they've got a lot to whinge about.
True. That's why they came out here.
Yeah. I mean,
I have a question
Yeah.
for Onyx Ferrero.
yep.
Does he drive a black Pontiac?
Onyx, did you
That's
get that? Do you drive a black Pontiac?
Just going by the name he's using.
Is that 0 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius, Dominic?
Well, Dominic's educated, so it's probably Celsius.
Anybody that eats that much cheese can't be educated. Was there a cheese shortage over the New Year period for you, Dom, or what? Did you get through the
He's
holidays?
got a red one. No. I take it Onyx. It's a Ferrero.
He owns two 1998 Ferrero. It sounds
Figures.
like the chocolate Ferrero Rocher.
It's a car we didn't get here, Jason. Thank God.
I know that, mate. I've seen the Ferreros. So we've got
For a non-car enthusiast, what's wrong with it?
He's very loud.
Don't need to shout.
Very loud. Very loud.
They were just
crap.
wrong for I think they were wrong for a Pontiac.
Okay.
They tried to make a small four-cylinder mid-engine car from memory. Yeah, a few have made it down here. Customs is pretty slack. Oh, there's a couple of classic cars.
There's a shit heap on the bottom.
One down the bottom looks like a bit like Mad Max.
No, it's a
Looks
Moffat
like a
Mustang.
That one.
It's the only car he ever kept.
Yeah, that's the 70 or from 1972. So
It was the only one he ever kept.
yeah,
Well,
because
all the-
All the cars he raced, that's the only one he kept.
I was reading about it, Paul. When it got imported, Ford Australia wanted to take it. They said, "Oh, it's property of Ford Motor Racing," and Moffat turned around and goes, "No, it was given to me directly by the head of Ford in USA." So he paid $1 for it, and then he got his $1 refunded. So
Yeah,
he got that car for absolutely nothing.
it came with a NASCAR engine
He
as well.
overpaid. He overpaid.
He joke, and he did too.
Anytime you spend more than a cent on a board, good God,
Yeah,
things worth more when you put fuel in
the local Ford group had their Ford motor thing down by a place here called Lake Botay, which is along the beach.
it. That's called a bonfire.
No,
the
the
packet
Ford-
of
the
Marlboro
Ford
under
people call it-
the Camaro.
They call it Fords by the Bay. We call it boat anchors by the bay.
Yeah, no, the
Yeah, the Bob Jane, what is it? Series 1 Camaro.
Yeah, it's Camaro ZL1.
No, but it's the original shape.
Yeah, so it's the 69 body.
Yeah. With the
Yeah,
packet of Marlboro underneath it. Yeah, I've You'll have to colour that in for video.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm still trying to
Oh,
work out what markings were actually carried on both cars at the final round of 1972 Australian Touring Car Championship at Oran Park. So the Mustang
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with. There's only a couple of things. I've seen a couple of photos where maybe it's not carrying the two Coke logos, which actually that picture down there, which is hard to see, is supposedly the winning car, but it doesn't have the Coca-Cola on it. So I'm trying to chase that up. And then for the Camaro, I'm trying to confirm whether it had the Marlboro on it on the final round. I've been told by someone who spent a fair bit of time at Oran Park that it might only be on the other side because certain logos they only had on the crowd-facing side.
Yeah, for advertising reasons, they paid more for the crowd side.
Yeah. So I think all the main ones I've got were on both sides. The Marlboro may have been carried on the other side, and I'm still trying to figure a couple out. I'm still trying to work out this one, which is Gravina fire extinguishers or fire protection, but I can't get a decent image of it. And I can't figure out what that one is.
Send an email to Rodney.
Yeah, I was going to do that because I've been hunting for everything, and the only other one I can't figure out is on the back of the car. There's a small logo down there, and it's really ill-defined in all the photos I've seen.
Yeah.
I think it's a Yokohama.
I think he'd be tickled pink if you sent him an email saying you're building a model of his dad's car or what is his uncle's car.
Yeah, the other option I've got, because that was my first thought, was to contact them. And then the other option I've got, when I was doing some research online, I found that there was a guy who was on one of the forums from about 10 years ago, had done a ground-up rebuild.
Yeah.
But because the forum was so old, none of the photos were available. So I've got to try and find contact details for him and see if I can get some photos, because I reckon he'll have the back of the car. And then I've just got to source wheels. I've contacted Andrew at Full Bore, because the Camaro 15 mini lights.
Yeah, he's got them.
He's got those on slicks. And the Mustang throughout the season either ran mini lights or ran what looks like globe jelly beans.
Or the ROH jelly bean.
Yeah. And Andrew, I know, has got the globe. So I've just asked whether he can do them, because the options he does online for those doesn't include slicks. So
yeah, well, he's doing a set of 18s for me for my 112 240Z.
Yeah, so I've just got to hear back from him, but I'll get wheels off him. I'm still debating whether I do engines or not, or just leave it with.
Well, he does do an engine for the Mustang.
Yeah.
With 4 Webers on the top.
302 Boss.
Pardon?
So I know he's got an engine, but I'm not too sure whether it's the right one. For
I think it's a 351.
Yeah, and then I've got to try and find. In 72, the Camaro ran a small block Chev.
Yeah, it would be a 350, so that's pretty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Andrew had the small block as well.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so I've dropped him an email. I'll get a follow-up. I just figured I'd give him some time to get back after Christmas.
I put a lot of his engines in a lot of different cars.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, may I introduce to you the man who can't tell time.
Huzzah!
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 Sorry, Jim. It's my fault.
No, it's all right, Paul. That's okay. It's my fault. I saw the time at 11:30 my time, which was an hour and a half before kickoff, and I was like, okay, I can grab a little bit more sleep. And then I turn around and it's 1:45. So, permission to come aboard, sir.
Any sirs in the room?
No. I used to work for a living.
Yeah. Mate, good to see you.
Oh, Happy New Year to everyone. Good to see you.
Year.
And hello, Harry Marwick.
Happy New Year, Jimmy.
Does Harry Marwick ever sleep?
I'm still waking up, guys. My apologies.
Huzzah!
Right,
Hold on for a second.
Yeah. Harry, do you ever sleep?
Well, it's
He was in Sue's stream this morning.
yeah, it's 7:50 a.m.
Him and Dom, yeah, they don't sleep.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's 7:50 a.m. in UK, and over in the Netherlands, it's 8:50. And there's Scott. Hello, Tasmanian Scott. So yes, Happy New Year to everyone, and Merry Christmas, as we last saw each other before the holiday. So I just wanted to say hey, and yeah, coffee's on the boil, and I'm still trying to wake up. So can you take my ugly face off the main screen before you lose all your viewers?
Jim, can you take your hat off a second?
Wow. Just noticed
Just like
we got 14
no
watching.
hair for Christmas.
Yes, I like it that way.
You guys
today,
must
too.
be so disappointed.
I shaved
Yeah,
nice and close just for you, Jason.
Thanks, brother.
I
Thank you.
thought while I was pulling the razor across my head, I was like, all right, one more pass. So Mr. Bailey is satisfied.
When you start taking off skin, stop.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I've done
give
that.
yourself
And
a
that
brew.
is, I don't know why. I don't know, Wombat, you ever have that happen where you cut yourself shaving on top of your head? It just doesn't freaking stop bleeding.
That's why Wombat's wearing a hat.
Special one,
He's got the
Jason.
Dry hat.
With absorbent
And-
pads.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, okay.
It's not by
Jane.
any stretch.
Oh,
We're
Hey,
not
Wombat.
worthy.
you reckon I'll raise that? I'll raise your hat.
Oh, wow. Can we see that up close, Jason?
Yeah, full screen.
Hmm.
Oh, I've got one, but it's way out in the shed, and I'm not walking out to get it.
Glenn McGrath.
Oh, when was that? Like 1912 or something?
No, mate, that would be. That's number 2 of 500.
Jason, we could see your shorts now.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you get some Dr. Zeus underwear for Christmas?
It's just too bloody hot.
Yeah, I've heard you guys are all the Aussies that tune into any of the live chats I'm on. It's 35 plus down there, is it not?
We're not having a heat wave. It's summer.
It's summer. It's just hot.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
mates. If it's 35 plus in Chicagoland on a regular, that's hot even. Oh well, a younger Jason. What do you know?
Jeez, you're batting above your average.
Way above, mate. Way above. Yep.
To the- Yeah. So I just woke up a little while ago, and I didn't load any photos, email any photos of what I've been doing all week. I got nothing to offer as far as what I'm up to date on, and I'm not at the work, so I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right. It's
That's
the
fine.
first one.
Just
we
make
don't
up
care.
something.
Make up something.
I just put the
That's
Spitfire
mate.
from last year on the bench.
Wait, what's Bilge doing in the what's Bilge doing in the peanut gallery? Why isn't he there?
He's got bad reception.
Oh,
the kids are using the internet.
yeah. Well, you got to get that squirrel to pedal faster so it gets a wider broadband. Yeah, and you're in the summer heat. We're in the typical of Chicagoland area. As soon as it turns January 1, the temperatures plummet and the snow comes. Even though we got just a little fall of snow, it snowed and it's let me see, it's below freezing. Let's put it that
So
way.
it's fresh.
So it's
It
negative
is,
Celsius where I'm at. Let's put it that way without getting too specific because I can't get to my temperatures right now. So
Big hello to
Anyway.
Mark White. Welcome to the stream.
yeah.
I mean, he's got a
Well,
plane
what
that's
you
out
get
of
for
sight with the
Christmas,
contract.
everyone? What did everyone here get for Christmas? Anything nice?
15-year-old bottle of Chivas Regal.
Oh, that sounds good. I don't drink it, but it sounds good.
Lasted 3 days and not a mixer inside.
I had an 18-year one didn't last long either. I must admit.
That's the trouble with the good stuff. It doesn't last long.
But the
Nope.
problem is, you open a cheap bottle, no one's there, and you open a dear bottle, and they all seem to turn up from everywhere.
Yeah, they all, the door, there's knocks at the door, and you,
Yep.
did you
Oh,
just open something?
There's Matt
And
too.
they
Hey,
in their own bottle, and they're all knocking on the door. Haven't seen you in
Matt
10
now.
years. but I will.
Matt having internet issues too. He's in the audience.
Oh no, I think he's out somewhere. He's
Oh,
got
okay. Hey, Matt.
dealing with some family
He
stuff.
said-
So.
Family stuff.
Family stuff. Okay. Well,
Yeah, when I deal with family stuff, it's usually my son asking for money.
oh,
I told you I held that cork unscrewed, Jason. He's finishing the Galloway pipe.
Yeah, I believe so. So, Chunky, what do you got there, mate?
Camaro.
Yanko.
oh, nice. Very nice.
Oh, look at the boxy. Some of there it is. Looking right behind me.
Yeah, it looks like a Gen 1. Oh, Yanko.
Yeah. No, I started this about 18 months ago. I decided I was going to get back into it.
Dad, it looks like you've just opened the box.
Yeah, no, I sanded this a bit. That's about all. A lot of the parts are off. But then I decided I wasn't going to start an AMT test after coming off like about a 12, 18-month break. I thought, no, I better not do that. So, but now I am going to start it. So, yeah.
There we go.
That's nice.
I can't buy their stuff. I know they only made the first movie is the only good movie. Yeah. Oh, Tokyo Drift, probably right. The rest of them are all shit.
I think I only saw the first Fast and the Furious, and that was it.
That's probably the best one. But then when they return to working with the police and they're robbing banks and dragging waltz down the driveway. Then the Rock's in it, and then Jason Statham's in it. I don't know what was going on.
Everybody's in them.
Tokyo Drift's a good one too, but half of them aren't in it, so it's good.
So, what'd you get, Jason?
Dozen golf balls.
Nice.
You put them in the water yet?
No, not yet.
Are you? Let me ask you on your golf game. Are you a natural hook or a natural slice?
Naturally shit. No, more of a little slice, but I've gotten rid of it. But yesterday was my highest ever shithouse game I've ever recorded in the history of me playing golf. It was absolutely shithouse. It was the highlight was actually getting hold of the golf cart in the morning. That was great.
Well, there's
It was
gonna be
that bad.
games like that.
So for 4 holes in a row, I hit the ball out of bounds 8 times.
Ooh.
Good effort.
Yep.
Ooh. So do you have links courses in Australia, or do you have courses like we got here in America with trees and swamp and all that other stuff?
Calliope,
Yeah.
we class Calliope as a links course because you play shit on one hole, it links onto the next hole, and you play shit on that.
Yeah.
No, it's down the Gold Coast has got the links. I think Melbourne's got one somewhere.
We've got one over half an hour from you.
Yeah, so
Nambucca Head's just south of us is a links. It's on an island. It's surrounded by water.
That's one hell of a water hazard.
The top 9 we've got, it's along the beach, it's along the ocean. The top 9 of this one here. And it blows its guts out, it does.
we've got. Oh, that's one thing looking forward to this year. We're having Mrs. Outlaw and I in September are redoing our vows, and we're going to have our honeymoon at Hamilton Island.
Oh.
That's
It's
because
just
you
happens
can't
to
run
have-
away.
No, it happens to have an awesome golf course, but I've planned it so that we do things she likes, and I get to do the one thing I like. So
I was gonna say, what's your wife gonna do while you're out playing golf all day?
probably have a great time. Doesn't have to
Well,
see-
we know that, but I was thinking
Why don't you take her
specifically.
Can't you take her out deep sea fishing or something worthwhile?
Yeah, but
She
it's
might
not
find
like
herself a sailor on a big yacht.
yeah, but the trouble is, we go like snorkeling or deep sea fishing. I'll jump in the water and there'll be this red dye laying around me.
It's called blood.
And her saying, here, fishy, fishy. Hey, Dom,
Yeah,
I sent
Dom.
you that email, mate.
That's where I'm up to with mine, Dom.
Hang on. I sent Dom a link. So I'm trying to get pulled up here. Hang on, what? There we go.
That's the 112 240Z.
Oh, nice. Nice old
Looking
car.
great.
Which is what I'm waiting on Andrew for parts for.
Yes, I've got to
You know,
give him a
Paul,
link
you've got
to-
one hell of a collection of stickers on your cutting mat.
Oh, hang on. Better get the important one showing.
Ah, there we go. Huzzah!
He hasn't got one of them. Jason,
Well,
Yeah.
I'll send you my address, Wombat.
Have you got a spare one, do you?
You've got about. I sent you a heap of mine.
I still haven't got an outlaw one either.
Oh,
Neither
please.
have I.
You can talk to the
Neither have I.
supplier. That'd be great.
Neither have I.
I paid for mine.
How's this? This
But,
shirt,
mm,
I ordered it, but somebody ordered a T-shirt, and it was 9 weeks before they got back to me.
Yeah. Do they come in grown-up sizes yet?
Did you say annex?
Yeah. Basically, tent.
2XL is the largest they provide me, mate.
That'll fit my leg.
Okay.
Yes. I'm rather large. And
Ample.
Like me, you're slightly round.
as a bloke who used to work
Holy.
with, he used to call me his rotund little buddy.
Yeah.
And I used to look down at him.
2XL. And we've got Dom's here, so let's welcome him. Look at him. Doesn't his hand look fantastic today?
I'll take
Yeah.
good shit on him.
Hey, Dom.
Nice
Dom.
hand, Dom.
Morning.
Yeah, you get a manicure.
Great hand. Great hand.
I can show you the
Hey, Dom.
title.
Dom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got one of them. I think I got that one.
Dom, how many kilos does that box weigh?
I don't know. It's almost empty.
Oh, okay.
Does it weigh as much as the cheese in your fridge?
Oh, Jesus, Jason.
Oh, now,
Buy
Happy
extra
New Year, mate.
coconuts for it.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, Bill. I'm
Nice.
fluffy.
Nice. Very nice, Dom. That's a good detail set. You gotta have photo etch fenders on a Tiger because they gotta be.
Morning, Plastic.
Monkeys.
Hey, Paul. Good morning, Paul.
What's so broken now?
Just
I can never. I only get half. I only get half the chat. It drives me insane.
Damn, Dom. That's a kid all in itself. The turret.
That's nice, Dom.
yes. This is the turret.
Whoops. Who's letting go on the air?
That was me burping. Sorry. I did hold the mic.
This one
Nice.
Obviously, it works too well.
in black
Yeah.
primer,
Yeah.
and then I have the tank itself in another box.
Oh,
I like how organised Dom
Wake her
is.
up. Wake her up, Paul. Wake her up.
He's like
It's
Wombat.
Sunday morning.
These are interior parts, and I did the inside.
Dom, you're showing
one-
us all up by being organised.
Wow. Yeah. Well, leave it to Ryfield Model to give you every little detail.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
details you don't want.
this
Yeah,
is
including-
a really high detailed kit.
Yeah, I
Um,
bet. You gonna put Zimmerit on
These
there?
are the full tanks.
Nice.
Um, these are the radiators, the cooling system. Yeah, I don't know how you say that in English. This
You
way.
sure, Dom? They look like parts off the Millennium Falcon.
Ah, yes, they are.
Oh, yes, very nice, very nice.
And
Problem
I have
is, Tom,
special-
with all that interior work, what are you going to do with the kit? I mean, are you going to have it displayed where you can take parts of it off to reveal the interior?
Yeah, I tell you in a minute.
Okay.
And I buy special tracks on this way. That's easier to read for you.
That's
These
better.
are German transport tracks.
Oh, the narrow ones.
Yeah, the narrow ones. All right. Well, that's less road wheels you got to put on then.
The normal ones. The
They
reason
remove
is
the
I buy
outer-
the transport tracks. I have a train flatbed.
Oh, you're
nice.
putting it on the flat car.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and then
I'm
I
surprised
do
they had
the
a flat that
turret.
hold those things.
I do the turret on a little stand.
Oh, okay. I get you. All right. Yeah.
Oh, that's going to look good, Dom.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
really,
basically a maintenance scene.
yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
And
Dom.
then it is a little how you say that? You have barn finds with cars. I have it
Yes.
with tanks.
A barn find tank, or is it a basement find tank?
Yeah.
Dom, are you going to put Zimmerit on there?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Are you doing Whitman's
Maybe.
Tiger?
I think not. I
looks
make them the
clean.
same as on the box.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks a clean skin.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
Zimmerit on that, Dom.
Yeah. Doesn't look like any Zimmerit on there. Okay. That just makes them. I love seeing the Zimmerit on those vehicles. It makes them look even more dirty and nasty.
Yeah, and it didn't
I
work.
know, but I need to buy then Mr. Servicer 500, and it's really hard to
Yep.
find here in the Netherlands.
Oh, is it?
Send your bottle,
Okay,
Dom.
yeah, because I got a bottle of that. I use a lot of Mr. Servicer products. They're great. I've got
Yeah,
the
the
500.
primer is
I
not
use
the
that for
problem.
casting texture. Hold on, I'll be right back.
You
I'm
have-
gonna get my Tiger. Hold on. I'll see your Tiger with mine.
I'm not going down
You
to
have
get mine.
Yeah.
three different ones. You have the 500, the 1000, 1200, 1500, and I need the 500. It's really thick, and you
Yep.
Yeah,
do it
Yeah.
on
you just
your
brush it on.
Yep, that's
Yes,
what I
and
use
then
for
you can-
casting texture.
scribe it with a knife, and then you can make Zimmerit.
Oh, you're gonna use it to make Zimmerit? Well,
Yeah.
okay, that's one thing. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. I've never
Mark,
tried it with
what-
that. I've used putty.
Yeah, Mark White. What's a gypsum kit?
Oh yeah, you can do putty too. That is possible too.
Yeah. Yeah,
Only
good question.
putty
Now,
is really
Paul.
expensive, and you need one tube for one tank.
It's like plaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Mr. Servicer is cheaper,
later.
is €7, and that
Well-
tube is €7. It is
Oh,
€8.
It depends
Maybe
where you're
more.
located, Mark.
hmm.
This is cheaper to do it on that way. But this is what I'm building.
That's nice. That's real nice. It's amazing
Yeah,
you've,
I set this
you've
on the
got
side
that
and
far.
I'll show you the flatbed. The flatbed is finished, but it's on the other side of the room. On the
Okay.
on the fridge.
Just go to Bunnings to get some spack filler, Mark. Yeah, the wall plaster, the silly stuff.
Yeah. The plaster of Paris. Rising at
Yeah, that
10
too.
seconds. Plaster of Paris, you can get it at Bunnings.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the Australian version of Home Improvement.
God help us all.
It's a nice model there, Dom. Jeffro, what do you got going there, mate?
If it doesn't
Panther.
work, Mark, it's not my fault.
You finished
This
that
is
airplane?
my.
What was he using it for,
Hang on.
Paul? I just didn't hear what he was using it.
I got no idea. It's for a model or something. It is a modelling
I
show.
use
This is
it to- I use it to make
what I'm
it.
doing when we
Okay.
do our live
Yeah.
stream. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I've
it
got
does
that-
work.
I've got that
Really
model.
slowly.
I've got that model, Jeffro.
Sorry?
Oh, it's on a building, is it? Oh, well, yeah, just to sell these,
Yeah,
the stuff
tube
that you
stuff's probably
use
better.
for patching up holes in the wall.
Plaster of Paris is just Websy corner cement. That's all it
Yeah.
is.
Have you done that one yet, Jim, or you just got it in your
135
stash?
scale French house.
Yeah, just the stuff you use to patch up your plasterboard, or what do we call it? Yeah, like drywall over in the States, or
Yeah.
Gyprock.
gyprock. That's the word. Thank you.
Gyprock.
Proprietary name. Other plasterboards are available.
Yeah.
I use it to make molds, and I use plaster of Paris for the
Wow.
rock
Oh,
molds
Dom's
and-
gone all out again.
That's
all
really
that
nice.
stuff. So any plaster base will do.
Dom, you're showing off.
Yeah. All the decals and markings and everything. Very cool.
Hang on. Let me get back there.
Oh, he's back. When did he go?
I went to the floor.
Sorry. We were talking with our audience.
I could hear everything. It's okay.
Very nice. Very nice.
Dom,
What
you got
are those the,
Chain
those
for
are the
wire.
tie down cables, Dom, for the tank?
Yeah, you need to do it in these holes,
Yes.
and then going under down, and then it's coming up here on the other side.
Yes.
But it's not an easy job to do. You need to do it
Yeah.
before you glue it together. And
Yeah.
I was forgotten.
Oh.
Show Monkey, Dom. Don't forget to show Monkey, because he's already doing the same rail car.
Doesn't he have it done already, or did he not start it yet? Because he's
No,
doing
he's
that
putting a
combination-
Panzer 4 on it.
Right. He's doing a combination kit. He's doing that border model that came with the flat car
Yeah.
and the tank.
Yes,
Yeah,
Bilge,
this
we've got
is
the
not
knitting
model
club
model.
link.
Yeah,
This-
he wasn't happy about that thing. Did you see that thing, Paul? I think
Yes,
that's
I
pretty
did.
model.
Yeah, he was bagging himself out something shocking.
Yeah, Paul. The Paul in the UK. Your tank's awesome.
Monkey.
Yeah, Monkey. Your tank's awesome.
I call him Monkey because it's easier.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
There's too many
Yeah.
calls
Yeah.
on the same. There's too many
Yeah.
calls.
If I call him Paul, I feel like I'm talking to myself.
I
It's a
never
shame
get
I
to see
can't
him.
help you, Dom.
Can't see his chat.
I
can
just
never
went
see
looking
This
for my
is-
stash. I've got that,
Oh, okay. 1200. Okay, that's thin stuff.
that,
I got the 500 downstairs.
that,
That's good stuff too.
that,
Yep.
that. I got a box of it.
that.
I got all those products there. Yeah.
But there's no 500s, and I wish I had one. I'd just send it straight over to the bargain.
Yeah. There's a
I'll send you one up, Jason.
same bottle of
Yeah, please.
500 for years now. Because I use
think
it
it's full.
sparingly.
I just need to get it to Dom because, you know,
This
Good
is
human.
the flatbed what I built.
Oh, okay. And what kit maker is that? Is that RFM too?
Sabre.
Never heard of them.
Yeah,
They did make good jets.
for the
That's
Tiger
North
one.
American, Paul. That's North American.
Yeah, but we made it better.
Nice. Yeah, you wouldn't have had a jet to make if North American didn't design and build it.
Yeah, but we did this typical
Ooh.
Australian thing. We put a bigger engine in it.
Yeah.
and while we're all praising Dom for his organisational skills, I'd like to show you what an organised.
Your organizational skills.
Jason, you must be the world's busiest modeler because the state of your workbench is an absolute mess.
Yep. So that's a whole Panzer in there.
Yeah, well, it's
Nice.
not on the
Been
shelf.
sitting sealed. It's like Walt Disney. I'm like cryo.
Yeah. Cryogenically.
Yeah. So- But yeah, so with everything going on, as I said, it's going to be another 6 weeks before I can get.
I'll be back in a moment.
You're right, mate.
That's right,
Close,
mate.
close to that mess there. So
So when are you going to
Yes.
start the door, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, you start the door on one side of the bench, and on the other side of the bench, you start one of those 1-200 warships. See how much room you got left.
His
You know,
bench ain't that big.
I know.
It's 3 meters. Yeah,
Okay.
How big-
Okay.
What scale is the door, Jason?
172, that one.
Oh, that's all right. It'll fit on your bench.
Oh yeah, that'll work. I thought you had the 135th one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 135th one
Clean
won't.
space he's got on the bench.
I do want to get that, so eventually, but
Frontline
Yeah.
Hobbies up at Newcastle has one in a fish tank, just to keep the dust
Yeah.
off it.
Yeah.
I've seen that. It's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but that is one of this year's purchases. Is that Dora? So the bigger one, because I just think the engineering that went into it was astounding.
You mean the actual gun itself, or the
the
model?
actual gun itself, like
It's astounding waste of materials and time.
but you think of the engineering in the day, the mathematics that would have gone
Oh
on
yeah,
to
I agree, Jason. But how many tanks and weapons could you have produced with all that metal and time
yeah.
that were?
But I think it was
The
Well,
practicality
yeah.
wasn't always an issue with Germans, though, Jim.
That's
Yeah,
right.
They were working to an egomaniac.
Oh yeah.
so. That's from my standpoint. When I look at that door, I just think the engineering, the minds behind putting all that together. The calculations would have been immeasurable, like for just a simple man. Like,
Yeah, I agree. It's that's the numbers. I mean, design guys are they got slide rule brains, so they can come up with all that stuff and they can understand it. Just like Einstein, being one of them guys who understands all that he knew.
I always take a step back, and I mean, I look at that little Panzer I've got in those containers,
Yeah.
and that's not every little part that went into building a Panzer, creating a real thing. And you think the designers of those things, like, think of your simple carburetor or
Yeah.
a spark plug, like that's just that blows my mind. So
Well,
Hey,
that's what they get paid for. They're engineers. They're paid to think.
Engineers are a different animal.
oh yeah.
I never got to ask you, Jim, that you said you had this Panther. Did you actually make it, or is it just in your stash?
No, it's right here. If you can go big screen, Jason, I can show what's going on. This is it. Let me get the light turned away. You
That's a
don't see
tiger. Is that
That's
Whitman's
my
tiger?
Yep, and I just put the mud on there on the bottom, and the wheels are just put in place. Let me see if I can get the reflection away. There we go.
It's better all the time, mate.
And it's
Yeah.
it's got the spare tracks on there, but the track links are over on the desk. I'm working on them. And hold on a second. Don't take me off the big screen, Coach. Let's see.
I'm waiting for the guy to pop out of the hatch going, no smoking.
There's the mud on the bottom. I got mud on the underside of the suspension, under the sponsons, all up and down here. This is a vehicle that operated around Leningrad in early 1943. And so one thing about operating in the Leningrad area, thank you, Monkey. Thank you very much. Lots of mud. So the figures I'm going to be, I got an idea for a vignette or a diorama, and so I've got plenty of makeshift mud. Went back to my landscaping modeling stuff. I had to go back to the basics and go back to my how-to books. I haven't done any diorama work in a long, long time. So I made up the mud from a mixture of model railroad materials and slapped it on, and then I put some gloss in certain areas to make it look like it was wet, fresh mud, like it's rolling right through it. Now I got to do it on the tracks and the suspension, and it's almost done. I got a lot of little details to put on it, but yeah, I'm really happy with this. I mean, this thing actually looks. I could see why these things were intimidating. You put the tracks on here, and it's a freaking beast of a vehicle. And if you have one of these things rolling right at you, say it comes out of the woods somewhere and you're surprised, fuck yeah, I could understand why guys were traumatized by tigers.
You'd have to know they were coming, but you wouldn't just go. It wouldn't just go. Oh, I'm here.
No,
They
no,
couldn't,
no,
speak, they couldn't speak up on you.
yeah,
No.
they hear it coming. Yep. But anyway, it's a nice vehicle. I mean, the more I build it, the more I like it. This is the initial production. You can see the bins on the side of the turret. This is like one of the very first Tigers that were dispatched to combat, and they were captured. They wound up getting stuck in the mud. The Germans couldn't get them out. The Russians couldn't get them out. Then the Germans tried again. Then the Russians tried again, and they finally got the damn thing out of the mud. And you look for some archival footage. They were on display in a military museum. I think it was in Moscow. I'd like some public display in Red Square, and they had one of those Tigers parked there. So you can find that out there somewhere. I don't know. I came across it on YouTube. So
Yeah, the one in the big war museum over in England. It was captured in North Africa.
yeah,
that's,
131. Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
131.
It ran out of
Bovington.
fuel. Yeah, it ran out of fuel, didn't it?
No, it got a round stuck in the between the turret and the hull, so the turret couldn't move.
Okay.
Yeah, the crew abandoned it, and the British took it over, and they brought it back to dear old Blighty.
Yeah, we better
It's the
check
only-
this out.
Only operating Tiger 1 in the world, I believe.
Yeah. I remember going to
And
see
because-
that. And
And
I
because
remember
they
going to
got
see
that, they built the Centurion.
we went to Bovington last time we were in the UK, and
Show off.
And what was really interesting, you can always tell a modeler when he goes to a museum because he's taken photos of this little bit over here and this exhaust pipe. Everybody else, all the tourists are standing back and they're just taking a photo of the whole thing. But a modeler goes up and he takes a photo of this road wheel here and this exhaust pipe and the way that this little bit of paneling comes out of here.
Or
He's
the way
taking
the
photos of
weld
all
runs.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All this weird shit, and everyone else is standing back saying, "Get out of the way, you idiot! I want to take a photo of the whole thing."
Go to an air show, you take photos of wheel wells.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah,
Hey, can
131
you
was awesome.
Can you guys
Oh,
help
Tom
me out
says
here?
you paint.
Check out Bilge's latest comment. What's a goanna?
Goanna.
Goanna, a big bloody
Very
lizard.
bloody big lizard.
Oh, okay, because he says, got to convince a
That
goanna
puts
that
you
it needs
this-
to leave the yard before the dogs get hurt.
Yeah, they're about 6 foot long, Jim, and you don't stand still in a paddock.
Yeah, no. Shit, they run up your leg.
Yeah, because they think you're a tree,
Oh, okay.
and they
And they
can
and they
they can climb. They've got big claws.
Yeah. And they've got a bacteria. If they scratch you, you'll get an infection.
Yeah, the same as the Komodo
Yeah.
dragon, but not as big.
Hang on.
Have you this stuff in the United States or not, Jim?
What's that?
Tiger.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've got it available. Is that from Citadel?
No, from Amomig.
Oh yeah,
that's that-
yeah. We can.
Is that
we
their
can
new
get,
stuff?
we can get all those Ammo MIG products here in the States. There's a lot of vendors domestically that supply their stuff. Yeah.
This is helping your shadows on your tank wheels.
Yeah. Is that
You
acrylic
make the
based?
mud. You make the mud under it.
Yes.
What you're doing with the airbrush, this is really thin. It looks like water.
Yeah.
You do this in your airbrush. You pressure really, really low, and then you looks like splashing with a teeth brush. There's the same effect. Only you do it with the airbrush. You do every time you take your airbrush. I can show it how you do that.
Oh, somebody dropped out. What happened?
Who are we
Every
missing?
time you push them down. Every time what you're doing, do this.
Hmm.
And then it looks like splashed on your mud.
Oh, okay.
And then
Well, I tend to do a lot of that
I use
stuff.
This stuff always with
Yeah.
my tank.
I tend to do a lot of that stuff by. Let me show you what I got. Hold on. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
Jim. That's a goanna.
Oh, okay. Now, are those things they bite you or whatever? They're besides the scratching and the bacteria, they got some kind of poison in them.
Oh, that are really
give 'em-
nice animals.
You give them a wide berth.
Okay, are they aggressive?
But
If you come near them,
Okay,
well, we've got one hanging around a golf course here, and he just walks across in front of you. He doesn't chase you or anything. But I mean, usually they bugger off as soon as you go anywhere near them, they just run away. And you got to be pretty quick to catch one, because the first tree they'll come to, they'll go up it. And
yeah.
but you walk in the bush and you walk past one. There'll be one just in a tree just right next to you, and they won't do anything. Usually they just run to the top of a tree, but you wouldn't want to piss one off, because if they got angry, you wouldn't want to get scratched by one. But I mean, you'd have to really piss one off for it to want to hurt you or anything.
Okay.
Usually they just run away. And
All right. Okay. Well, that's manageable. That's what we got here.
But having said that, I was looking on Facebook the other day, and there was a lady. It was just a picture of a lady, and I don't know, she was in a research group or something, and they tranquilized the grizzly bear, and she had a picture of just sort of like that much of her face up, and she had this grizzly bear's paw, and this paw was like about that big, and and with the claws that were like about 9 inches long. And I don't know why people go on about how dangerous Australian animals are. They think, oh Christ, we're not going to go to Australia because all the animals are going to kill you. But if you'd seen the size of the paw on this grizzly bear, you wouldn't go camping in the US at all. Just think, shit, I'm not going to go camping when I'm going to see one of them things.
Yeah. Well, we got a big country just like you do, so there's plenty of room for the grizzlies to live off in the in the Rockies and everywhere else that they live.
It's not
I'm
the
not sure
big
I'd wanna
things
take
you're
a
going to
chance.
worry about here. It's the small ones.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
little
that's
thing.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
The little bugs that wind up in your shoes and bite you.
Well, most of them are in the ocean, so
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's always the funnel web.
Well,
Yeah.
there's you see what Bill just saying here. The dog's had it cornered, and he said the thing tried to stand up to him.
Well,
yeah, because
they don't know what dogs are.
I'll tell you what. Would you like to see some Australian wildlife, Jim?
Sure, go ahead. Let me
All right,
let me load up on my coffee first. I'll be
All
right
right.
back.
Give me
You
5
keep
minutes.
your pants on, Jeffro.
No. I'll go. Just give me 5 minutes. I've got to go and catch it.
He's not certain.
Say what?
Which did he grab?
I'm not a witchetty grub again. It'll make me hungry.
Bit
Tastes like shit, but you can live on it.
of... I saw a dead wombat the other day. That was very sad.
Yeah, but what about the truck rolled over next to it? When I went to Western Australia, I came across 3 burnt out trucks on the Nullarbor Highway.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I went, the next petrol station is 120 miles. They're 120 miles apart. I said to the station, the person behind the counter, what happened to the truck about 80 k's back? One
Hey,
man.
Norman,
Yeah, so,
Yeah, so a 40 ton semi got flipped by a wombat.
Mine used to work for Recar, the truck blokes, and he has his photos of a truck hitting a wombat and just ripped the whole front end out. He said, like hitting a concrete rock in the middle of the road.
Yeah, and they go, huh? What was that? And walk away.
Yeah, yes. No, this one
What
was
was it?
walked away though.
yeah, when Dickie Johnson had that big
When
crash
he hit
on
the
a
roof.
rock, it was a rogue wombat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a wombat that rolled down the hill, not a rock.
Absolutely, he was pissed. He was with the crew on the hill.
You'll have to look that up on the interweb, the rest of the world, for what was it, the True Blue car or the Green's Tough?
I think
True
it was
Blue.
the green stuff went through the bushes.
Yeah, no,
The Green
triple.
Stuff hit a root, didn't it?
The green
No,
stuff
it-
went down through the.
before they had
before
the extra bit on, before they had the extra bit on the Forest Highway
Yep.
He
Yeah.
hit it, clipped it, and it spun him straight into all the trees. Now it's got a big.
Yeah.
Now it's all another 20 meters.
It was a
long.
Ford it didn't handle.
Yeah, true. I remember watching
It was
that.
in
I
its
remember
natural
watching that.
habitat.
And they were interviewed him the next morning because that was in the. I don't know if it was in the shootout or not, but the next morning he was on the line and the bloke come up to interview him through the window and he said, "Don't lean on the car, the paint's still wet." And the bloke put his finger on it. It was dead green paint in his finger.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, that's
still
when the
wet.
Baptist
Yeah.
apprentices you earn their money.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a blue tongue.
he's got a
Put the
blue
poor
tongue.
bugger
Oh, there
back.
he is.
It was in a drain near the canaries. The dog was hassling it.
Oh,
And
put
that
the
is
poor
what?
bugger back.
He's lost part of his tail.
That
That's
is
a blue
what?
tongue,
What is
Jim.
that?
He had
It
a
looks
big,
like he's
he had a
enjoying
big tick on it, so I took the tick off. The bloody thing shit all over me.
They do that when you pick them up. They're,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
rude.
I know. I know.
Yeah,
For some
Jimmy,
reason, they
welcome
seem to
to
like getting in this drain. I don't know why. Yeah,
It's cool.
Same little one. Used to be got bigger ones in this. But yeah, so we've got bush over beyond our place. So I'll take him over chuck him in the bush.
Okay.
Oh, no, don't do that.
There you
Put it
go.
back in the drain.
Hey, Bandit.
Hey, Chase, I just sent you an email. I don't know whether you can see
Right
the image on it.
Hang on, mate.
All right. Take the studies over.
Yeah, before you release him, put your dog back inside.
Yeah, Bandit looks like he wants to eat the thing.
Ha ha.
So
Yeah.
what was
Yeah.
that little thing? What was that?
It's a blue tongue lizard. They're good for
And,
keeping cockroaches down.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Wombat just sent me this. Where did they find that one?
That one, that was out in the middle of Pucker.
that
So
you?
Pucker Bunyal training area. That's me on the left.
Ha,
and
yeah,
Manchester on the right.
bullshit.
Has he got hair?
Like that photo.
Go and show us, Jason.
Look at him.
Holy shit.
He looks like a young bilge.
So that's just
No.
so Jimmy. That's just a little goanna that tried to crawl up into the wheel well of our Unimog as we were driving her along Pucker Range.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I was driving. Jester was my co-driver. We had to jump out and try and rip it out of the engine bay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the poor thing.
Oh,
Put
it was
it-
okay. We let it go. That's a small one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
No,
babe.
we didn't eat that one. We ate the kangaroo we hit a few weeks later.
Yeah, good man.
That was a small one. There was one time we were out at Pucker. We were doing weapons training. We were just out in the middle of the bush in our camp, and a 2.5 meter goanna walked through the middle of our camp, walked through the middle of where we were doing the rifle training, and walked up the tree. So we picked up all our shit and moved away from it.
Yep. Just
Now-
because you could.
Yeah, it had no interest in us at all. And we were just thought, we'll just leave you alone. You're fine.
Yeah. That's your tree. We're moving.
Exactly.
Oh,
and,
okay.
and James and Bilge will and all associate. How many goannas did we ever have on board? None.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you mean at sea?
None that you'll admit to.
Even when we were docked.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well,
Uh,
you
rats,
occasionally
yes.
you'd occasionally get you know, I'm Aboriginal, I'm allowed to collect, I'm allowed to catch what I want. No, you're not allowed to bring it on here. I'm allowed to because I'm taking it home. No, you're not. Because the rest of us aren't going to put up with the fine that you're going to incur when we get back home with customs and quarantine.
James and Bilge, did you ever find or see a bigger rat than any, like a GI rat? They must have been the most well-fed rats in the Navy.
I'm sure I've seen one that was using an A10 size, you know, tin as its sleeping bag.
Like these things, like you see them back, they kick them back having smokes. These things, like
And some of them got promotions at sea. They were that big.
absolutely, yeah.
And Jace,
All right.
just to confirm, yes, I did have hair. So there's another one.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Let's go big
Hang on,
screen.
what's the plane you'd be in front of?
Hey, I got to go big screen.
That's a Ex New Zealand BAC Strike Master.
Oh, okay, I was going to say A36, but Strike
No,
Master.
so it's the BAC Strike Master. It flies out of where's it fly? It flies out of Ballarat.
Okay.
Sally, well,
You should have put the cockpit down. That hairline would have stayed a bit longer.
Yeah, probably not.
Canopy, Jason.
Sorry, Canopy. Yeah, sorry, it started with C.
Shit, I'm starting to sound like Hibbo.
James, what's that you're working on?
A combi van.
I'm sorry.
So I thought-
Oh, neato. All right. Jawohl.
As it's known here as a Dak Dak.
Yeah.
So,
All right. I like it.
because I needed to do something whilst on here. I'm not 100% into getting back into the Spitfire yet. Just, I need some quiet time here at home. So I'll probably have to wait till the kids go back to school, to be honest.
And Bilge is just best up, but his rats were well-trained borrowers. Now we know where the bloody Stokers got all their shit from. They trained their friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I'm proud to say I'm a stoker too. I live in the basement. I'm like in the engine room down here, so I can give you the damage report.
At least they had people who were intelligently on the same level.
Well, I thought there was a kindred spirit between myself and Bilge, so I guess we found it. You know, I'm a cellar dweller. I'm down the below decks, and we make the things go. You don't have a ship unless the stokers are there.
Oh.
Whoa.
Shots fired.
Back the fuck up there.
Translating for your international audience is back the truck up.
Oh, this means war. This means war. Australia and America.
Whoa.
Jim, I'll have to remind you about the Battle of Brisbane. You lost.
Yep.
I got to look that one up. I didn't know about it.
Look it up.
You got flogged. You got beaten.
Was it a rugby event or cricket or something?
USA versus Australia in a
During
pub
World War II, apparently an American soldier killed an Australian.
Oh, yes, I do remember something like that. Didn't it start like a citywide riot?
Yes, I think we ran at 35-0.
Yeah, I do recall. I do remember hearing about it. I also remember. What about the Japanese prison camp break? Remember that? Where did that happen?
Cowra breakout.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe you had so many. I couldn't believe you had any Japanese prisoners of war. Those sons of bitches didn't surrender.
And when you finish reading about that one, Jim, read about the Emu War where we got our ass kicked.
Yeah, by emus. They opened up on emus with Lewis guns and still lost.
Yeah.
That sounds like you guys are up in the Yukon. Sounds like Eskimo.
No, they're flightless birds, Jim.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say goodnight.
Why?
Why? I've got some bits I need to do.
Okay.
And I'll see you next week. I'll speak to
We'll be
you
talking
later.
to you soon, my brother.
All right.
See you, mate.
Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Very
All
nice.
good day.
Hey, James, take care.
The fridge
So
shut
the Battle
itself.
of Brisbane was on the 26th and 27th of November, 1942.
Wow, the Americans didn't waste any time making themselves pains in the ass.
They didn't
I did
last
that in
long
41.
2 days.
Yeah. Well, you had our fearless leader Douglas MacArthur acting like a total dick toward the Australians.
Oh, he had to be
Yeah.
the biggest wanker ever.
Wasn't there one in Melbourne as well,
Probably.
I think?
Yeah.
Because they came back here from Guadalcanal and they shagged everybody. And the Australians
Oh,
weren't
that
very
would-
happy about that.
That would have pissed them off.
Yeah.
New Zealand, they would have called it rape with their sheep.
To all the New Zealanders in the audience, I apologise for our fearless leader.
He has no filter and never will. He'll just be him. And looking at like plastic and that, and Harry and all that in the UK, like Nigel Farage is doing a bloody awesome job.
Oh, don't get Monkey started, for Christ's sake.
Yep. We've got to bring him in.
Oh, you don't have to wind him up. It doesn't take that much.
He's like one of those little.
Oh,
You got a key in the back of him.
No,
I just
just
got to
gotta get-
respond to what Bill
just got to
just
wave your hand over him and mention politics and monkeys off.
Bacon sandwich and coffee for breakfast. Plastic, you have my love and adoration.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Bacon
Never
sandwich.
seen-
I'll be
And
back. I
Bill-
got to go buy bacon.
Bill just saying we took all the women too. I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't
Yeah,
be Americans
Americans.
that weren't out there.
Over,
To
over
swipe
sex
all the
and
loot.
over here.
I knew a couple you could have took.
Look at that. Plastic and Harry are off like a frog in a
Oh,
sock.
there were quite a few American servicemen that wound up settling in Australia after the war because they had wives and children there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
It's a
either
wonder they
left
stayed.
behind or they started a family when they came back.
Yes, my
And-
mother tells me stories about that with her big sisters, because she was young during the war.
Okay.
Yeah, and my grandfather walked on the wharves apparently, so he was a very good unionist.
And you were right there, Jimmy. As soon as that politics come up, Harry was on, Plastic was into it. Yeah. Farage sounds like a foreign cheese, and Plastic, well, don't. The bloody country a mess.
Oh,
Yeah.
Monkey must
Somebody
have changed.
Somebody
Monkey must-
get him a fruit box.
It's funny. To see Harry in Plastic, I've got to go to Aussie Scale Modeler. If I want to see all the others, I've got to go to Aussie Modelers Live. Chat.
How many's on Aussie Scale Modeler?
10. No, mine
And we've
is
got 10 on Aussie Scale Modeler, Aussie Modelers Live,
Yeah, I'm seeing 10.
10 on both.
Yeah.
I've got 14 on my account here on the StreamYard, and there's 10 on the Aussie Modelers Live. So
Okay.
that's all good.
I actually remembered to bring up the laptop today, so I
Well
can watch
done,
the
mate.
chat.
Well done.
Good. Yeah, I'm not at my workbench. I'm just sitting here in front of the PC. I didn't move it over to either one of them. I can't build anything anyway. My eyes are still half open.
How did you go with
So-
the pet sitting at Christmas, Jim?
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Jeffro?
How did you go
The
with the
pet
pet sitting
sitting.
at Christmas?
Oh, that went fine. Yeah, there was a little bastard cat ate through my phone charger wire twice. And then the little SOB was going to start on my computer plug-in wire. So I was pretty pissed. I was going to hang that damn thing from the highest yard arm.
I was thinking there, Jimmy, a big thick stick, some CA, put that cat on that stick, and you don't have to worry about dusting for a while.
Believe me, some thoughts of restraint did cross my mind, but I had to I don't know what could I put on the wires that would keep the damn thing away, like
Electricity.
castor oil or
Did you not see
You can get stuff. You can get special stuff. You go to like a pet supply or something. You can get this stuff. There's stuff that you can get for horses. You put it on
Okay.
blankets and stuff like that. It's got like chili or something like that in it. It's like a syrup, and you paint
Okay.
that on blankets and stuff, and the horses keep away from it. There's another thing that you can get for dogs, like when they're pups and stuff,
Pepper.
they chew chair legs and stuff, and you
Yeah.
just get it, and you just paint it on things, and it's keeps them off.
okay.
You can
I'm gonna
definitely
pet
get
the
stuff.
chicken, because if I'm gonna pet sit there again, that damn thing's
Yeah.
gonna go through all my wires. I mean, every second I
Yeah.
turn my back, that cat goes over there and does it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's
you can
still-
definitely-
Jim.
And you know what? That little bastard doesn't eat any of the power cords or anything else at home. Just those damn wires.
Small lead ball in its left ear. Fixes them.
Mm.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, this is the only house I've seen where the dog pushes the cat around. The dog comes up to the cat and starts pushing it around and chasing it around the living room. And the dog's smaller than the cat.
Wow.
Jim, when my son first moved in with his partner up the Central Coast, he rang me up one day and said, "The water heater doesn't work, Dad. It's just been put in. What do I do?" So I went over there and found out the dog had eaten the power cable.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we run 240 volts here,
Ooh.
and I still don't know why the dog's still alive.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. 240. You'd have some fried canine.
It does tingle when it hits you.
Yeah. So I've heard. Yeah.
It does curl your hair.
Yeah.
It does really throws you back a bit as well.
Wombat would have hair if he touched that.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I've been hit-
are you suggesting there's restorative powers to it, Jason? Put your hand on a
Bloody hell.
put your hand on a 240 line and your hair comes back?
Everything
No.
south that just shoots straight to his skull.
I've tried the coil packs on a car, and it doesn't work.
Yeah. Yes, no,
Oh,
I've been hit a few times. It does knock you around a bit.
Yeah.
I nearly got
does.
hit with
Spark plug.
415. I nearly got hit with
Yep.
3-phase. Thank God I didn't know I would have been dead if I got hit with that. So,
Grabbed the spark plug lead on the car, and it didn't work.
No. Bad choices.
Yeah, 44,000 volts, and that tingled.
Yep.
Jason, are
Yes.
you gonna make do you have outlaw stickers?
Yes.
He does, but
they're
Hang
like
on.
rock and
Right.
horse shit. They're like rock and
Do
horse
you have
shit.
outlaw shirts?
Yes.
are you a 2XL, Jim?
No, I'll take a 1X. I'll take a 1XL.
Yeah,
You
skinny
can get
bastard.
one.
There's this one here. This is the gold shirt.
Golf shirt.
Polo shirt.
I know. Yeah, what I
That's all
mean
shirt
is
with a
like,
collar.
embroidered.
that's nice. But I'm a model builder. I'm not a golfer.
Hang on,
I don't
whoa,
need
whoa,
something with
hang
a collar
on.
on it.
Yeah, that's
Hang
the
on.
golf, the sticker there, Jim.
Yeah. That's the one I want. I want to add that to my cutting mat.
$2.
This is the kind of shirt I wear when I'm building models, because that's what I am.
Stooge.
A stooge.
I can be one of them. I can be one of them as well. Then.
Yeah. So I don't need a polo. I don't need a polo when I'm working on models.
Yeah, you wear them when you go to the club.
I don't belong to a club.
Well, nobody does down here unless they want to drink.
Yeah.
Who wants
Yeah.
to
Different sort of club.
An RSL.
So this is for a customer going out tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's nice. That is very nice.
So they are available on the website.
Would would Ed have them over there and at his place?
You can ask him. He does
I mean,
have access to the merchandise side of things over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I still haven't found out the bloke who knocked off my stuff, Jason.
Nope.
That prick. Now, if
It's
I ever see
okay.
a
I
guy-
sent some stuff up north twice now, and it's
And
disappeared.
it didn't get there?
It says it arrived, but
Yeah.
it didn't get to the person that was ordered it. So
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted an outlaw hat.
So there's baseball hats and all sorts of stuff. But so the US merchandise is you've actually got more of a range to choose from Ed.
Okay.
Like you've
Well,
got cups,
it's something
you've
I
got
can
coffee
think
mugs,
about.
you've got pens, you've got whatever those heating cup things are that keep your coffee insulated ones.
Oh, really? Okay.
You've got mouse pads, you've got everything.
Okay. Excellent.
So,
By the way, I just wanted to pass on another ringing endorsement of Outlaw Paints. My best mate, who lives upstairs from me, he's a fellow modeler. His bench is right over here. he used some of my outlaw paints on an aircraft he's working on, and I said, "Can you please record your experience for me and let me know how it is? I can pass it on." He gave you a 5-star rating.
Oh, thank you very much.
Pour the paint in, apply it to the aircraft, job done.
Did you hit him for using your paint?
No, not at all. He asked.
Oh, he asked first. That's all right.
Oh,
then.
yes.
Thanks,
Yeah.
mate. And so again, you missed out, Jimmy, but on Christmas Eve, I got a email, then I got a Instagram video call from a certain person on the east coast of America who stated quite adamantly they would like to become the distributor for Outlaw on the east coast. He was very serious as he paid a deposit immediately on Christmas Eve.
Well, good for you. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, mate, he's already paid the deposit.
Okay. Now, does Brett at High Altitude Models have your stuff too?
No, mate, because he doesn't have he imported it, and either him or the other, where it was being stored, there's an import tax or some sort of taxes or storage, and the company Ace Hardware, I think he said he worked for at the time, they weren't paying for it.
Oh, wow.
So
Bugger.
it went into what was
Limbo.
called not unwanted, but I've got the stuff on, like all the emails between me and High Altitude there, but so it'll be Ed in wherever
Arkansas.
And
Arkansas.
then you've got this other, I can't say too much who it is.
No, don't. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
He's
No,
got
wait till it settle, Jason.
Yeah, so he has a very high profile in the modeling community.
Excellent.
And he also is a tech wizard. I mean, the CIA is one of his clients, so he's been doing it for 25 plus years. So to have that all signed up, it's already signed up, like all the, he signed up in the initial stocking, which is huge. On the other Outlaw side of things, the numbers he's actually talking, and I'm going to have to put somebody on and train somebody to help because I won't be able to do that by myself. Like a minimum of 2 more people to help me because
Well, wait a minute. It's the new year. Aren't you any closer to handing over the business to Mark?
Yeah, I think it's Mark's just had a few health issues and that, so he's unable to take it over. So that's a bit sad, but that's just the way that is. But
Wait a minute. So I understand it. You mean he's not going to go through with the deal?
yeah, because it's just health issues and family issues, mate. You just
shit.
can't do it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's just the way that ended up, and
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I hope he's going to be okay. I mean, it isn't anything real, like big time serious, is it? Or
no, mate. It's just wrong time, and that's just the way that is. So
you going to revisit the deal with if his health improves?
oh, mate, yeah, anything's possible down the road. You don't know what tomorrow brings. So,
Yeah.
but
Well,
yeah, so
man, that means you're stuck still being a one-man band. I mean, are you going to look for a way to, relieve yourself of that all that work? Maybe find some assistance or something like that. Are you going to?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've probably have to employ 1 or 2 people at a minimum. So
Yeah. Well, I'll see where the nearest what the shipping schedules are like leaving Long Beach, California. Maybe I can hop a freighter and dock.
so this is in North Carolina.
And I'll. No. I mean, working for you down there.
Jason,
Yeah,
I'll
mate,
just
you
go
can go
get
with
a
your
cushion
tool
and
bag.
take care of Mum.
You go bilge rats.
Okay, Paul. Okay, Paul's
Okay,
got to
mate.
step away for a moment.
Yeah, I'll just go get a cushion and take care of Mum, and then I'll move up to Queensland.
You're
Not
more than
gonna
welcome,
happen.
mate. More than welcome. But that's just the way that is. He's in North Carolina.
Whoop, wait a minute. Somebody got a rattlesnake?
Someone's spraying or doing something.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, did you see Bilge's latest post? On
Oh,
the
it's no
comment?
surprise, Jim.
We got garter snakes here. They're real tiny little things, and they don't make a sound.
It is cicadas. They come and go.
Oh,
They
the
come and go.
cicadas. I forgot.
Yeah.
Right. That's right. The cicadas. Yep. That's right. Yeah, we get them here in the summertime.
Yeah, there's a reserve full of trees up the back. And they just come and go in spates. So they're coming back again.
Yeah, I can hear them.
Yeah.
So, Jason,
Norman,
did you see
Chunks-
Bilge's?
Chunks
Did you see Bilge's last post about his dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish that cat would learn the lesson the way your dog learned it. At least your dog's smart. The cat's dumb. He keeps doing it.
And Norman said, if Chunk's farting, I wondered if that noise was Chunk farting again. I said, if Chunk farts, you'll see his carcass on the ground.
Yep. No,
If you're alive.
Norm's just a little git. He'll be right. I'll see him in about
That's
an hour.
melting.
I'll see him in an hour. He'll get back. Don't worry.
So what's plans for the week, boys?
Staying
Nothing.
warm for me. It's going to be bloody cold here. It's not going to make it above freezing for the next week.
Gonna go to Geelong and check out Wombat Cake. Looks pretty good.
Should have it finished tomorrow, hopefully.
I'm not in a hurry. I can see.
Hopefully, Andrew's back at work and I'll get a V8 engine and gearbox soon.
I've got to ring him. I've got to talk to him too.
Dom, what do you got going for the week?
Dom?
I think he stepped away. Oh, there he is.
What are you doing for the week, mate?
For the week, I go to try to paint my tank parts.
Okay.
And the rest
I
of the
think
week is
Jeffro
really-
should have a word with the cicadas.
Yeah.
Shut up!
That's the
What's
word.
that?
That's the word.
And what
Work.
about you, Jimmy?
I'm sorry? You talking to
What are you
me?
up to for the week,
Are
mate?
you talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Okay. Like I said, staying warm for the week. Our dog doesn't do well in cold weather. So
Bring him inside.
it's, well, yeah, no kidding. It's going to
Can't leave him
be,
outside.
it's going to be a tough week for him to get his walks outside, which I usually take him about midday. So I'll just be doing model work and, I want to get back to a health club. So there's a new place around here I want to check out. And I want to get back to volunteering, taking care of dogs and cats and stuff like that. So, I'll look into a local animal shelter, see if I can, see what their volunteer program is like. So I want to get back to those things. That was my New Year's resolution to myself.
Oh, good stuff, mate. Wombat, what are you up to?
So like I said, hopefully get the fence and the gate finished tomorrow.
Yay.
I've got 2 weeks off work. Not back until the 20th, so the next couple of weeks are just, the plan is to try and clean out the garage and move my modelling desk out into the garage.
Woohoo!
Hopefully that'll work.
Very flash.
Jeffro, what are you up to?
Trying not to kill this 15-year-old before he goes home on Friday.
That's admirable.
Yeah, a couple of games of golf. Potter around the yard, nothing serious, just a typical retirees week.
Good for
Well,
you.
Nothing going on.
Nothing.
Yeah,
What are you up to?
little things here and there.
What are you up to, Paul?
Trying to source a clutch for the Commodore
Yep.
and try and get it under $2,000.
All right. Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, well, I got a son in the business, so he should help. The prick.
You
Good luck
don't.
with that.
You don't.
Chunk, what are you
Well,
up
I
to?
insure his car.
Me, I am. I've got another week or a bit off. Fishing, hopefully. Fishing, and
Fishing. I
yeah, I don't know what else.
remember fishing.
I'm about a kilometre from the ocean, so I've got to go so eventually. It's law, I think now I've got to go. Building some new drawers for the back of my ute. Pulling the canopy off, hopefully painted.
Wow.
A few other bits and bobs.
That's a busy week.
Yep.
Oh,
Probably get
yeah.
none of it done.
Me, I'll be just working my freaking ass off.
Making paint.
One-man band.
It's just going to be insane. It really is. But that's just the way life is, and I'm bloody, I'll never lay down, so all good. Not smart enough. So, but anyway, gentlemen, and everybody that's been watching us, we hit the 2-hour mark. Thank you for your amazing company. May everybody have the best 2025. Whatever your endeavours, whatever your hopes and dreams are this year, may they all come true. Stay safe and healthy. And we will see you all next week, same time, 5 p.m, next Sunday, Queensland. So
Queensland.
from me, it's all good. And we'll all say after 3, 1, 2, 3.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Take care, everybody. And we'll catch us next week.
Be seen.
Bye bye, world.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.